Coming up next on Safety and Awareness Today.
Hunting is a sport that involves a lot of people. We'll cover a few things to keep those hunters safe, plus we'll meet a woman that's training to be a bodybuilder.
So this is something you've wanted to do for a long time.
About 10 years now.
But first, let's continue our series on firefighters.
It's called the CPAT, and it's the Candidate Physical Ability Test.
Safety and Awareness Today, sponsored in part by Dream City Mattress.
Hunting is quite an activity. It's a sport that involves a lot of people. There's many aspects to it. Right now we're walking up the road to the Clinton Fish and Game Club to learn a little bit more about hunting safety. Dave, by golly, it's nice to spend a moment with you. You teach hunting safety.
Yes, for the Clinton Fish and Game Club, I'm their New York State Certified Hunter Safety Instructor.
And I just want to talk about small game predominantly. What are some of the safety things we got to be aware of?
For bird hunting especially, one of the things that you really have to be careful of is when you're out with your hunting partner, how you carry the shotgun. Okay. You notice you're standing on my left. You're carrying that shotgun in the proper arm cradle, which is pointing to your left. Yep. You would never have that gun on this side of you pointing at me. So the way you field carry a gun is extremely important.
Now, just because that person's 10 yards to your right, it still shouldn't be pointing in that direction.
Absolutely.
Now, the other thing we were talking about earlier, the colors.
Blaze orange is mandatory hunting color. If you notice, I don't have any on. You see me walking in the woods compared to you with blaze orange. It is amazing how that color will stand out, capture your eye, and hopefully prevent an accident.
Because if you're hunting birds, I mean, you don't need to be camouflaged. The birds aren't caring whether you're wearing orange or not.
No, you're not out there stalking them. You're out there flushing them, getting them in the air, and your dog will do most of your work.
That's right. Now, you mentioned dogs. As far as dogs, safety factors for dogs.
Absolutely. You want to take care of your animal as well. The dog is a vital, most of the time, vital member of the family.
Yeah.
Never shoot when the dog's near the game, especially rabbits. Make sure the rabbit is well away from the dog. When he's flushing birds, make sure that bird is well up in the air. Protect your animal, protect your dog.
Take the time.
Take the time.
Be safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, it is a member of the family, and that dog is out there because you sent him out there.
Right.
And
he's your companion. He's your hunting companion.
That's right. Now, hunting is become a very safe sport. The guns have a lot of safety factors and features to them.
Oh.
As far as loading the gun before you go rabbit, bird hunting and stuff, should you? And if you do, you keep the safety on?
Usually with bird hunting, I keep my safety on all the time while I'm carrying. The dog will go on point. You make sure you know where your hunting partners are at. Everybody gets into a position. You take your safeties off, and then you call out to everybody, are you ready? You go in, one person goes in with the dog, flushes the bird, and then depending on which way it goes, that individual gets shot at it. Yep. That leads right into what's called zone of fire. Right. If you've got 3 people in line and the bird flushes to the left, the guy in the middle on the right, do not take the shot. That bird belongs to the guy on the left.
Okay.
Same with the guy on the right if the bird flushes on the right. So every hunter has their zone of fire.
All right.
Know your zone of fire. Don't impede on the guy next to you.
Yeah, it's almost like if you're on a basketball court, don't leave your zone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. Now, you're wearing these glasses, and I wanted to ask you about those. You're wearing them all the time when you hunt?
I wear my shooting glasses every time I hold a gun and shoot a gun. These are a high polycarbonate lens. They'll take pellets that may bounce off a tree, clay targets, whatever. I'm going to protect my eyes no matter where I go. So yes, I wear them all the time.
Those are available now. So more and more safety factors and features are coming about.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Moving through the woods, be aware of your terrain.
Be aware of your terrain. Hunter safety, of course, is one of the things we teach young hunters is how to cross a fence. Unload your gun, set it down, slide it under. Never reach over with a loaded gun over a fence and set it down there.
Don't prop a loaded gun up against the
Exactly.
tree.
Take the 3 seconds it takes to unload it, put the shells in your pocket. If you've got a hunting partner, hand the gun to him. You cross the fence. Take that 5 minutes to do it properly, because you'll spend a lifetime somewhere you don't want to.
That's right. It's a wonderful sport, and if you follow the rules, we don't need more rules. All you got to do is follow the ones we got.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. Thank you for taking time with us and sharing that so that we can kind of share it with our audience. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right.
Coming up on Safety and Awareness Today.
Well, showing the proper procedure to use different hose lines, different sizes, different nozzle types.
Safety and Awareness Today, brought to you in part by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Previously, we showed you some of the things firefighters must go through during their training at the Academy. Today, we get to work with some of the tools they use every day.
For some of them, it's probably the first time. Others with some experience, they've done a little bit before. But we're showing the proper procedure to use different hose lines, different sizes, different nozzle types. Today, we're working with smoothbore nozzles, fog nozzles, and an 1 3/4 attack line and a 2.5 inch attack line.
2.5 inch attack line really has some pushback into it.
There's a lot of nozzle reaction force, and there's a lot of weight because we got more water in it.
We also had a chance to use some of the hydraulic systems. However, it is extremely important to recognize that you must be able to do the job without the use of hydraulics.
We're using hand tools to show some automobile extrication. Anything that we, when people think of automobile extrication, they automatically think of hydraulic tools or jaws of life. Anything you can do with those, you can do with hand tools if you're skilled.
Okay.
And so the first portion of today will be learning how to use hand tools. It takes a little longer, but with skill you can do the same things, because sometimes those tools may not work. They may not be available, they may fail to work. So we have to have different ways of doing things.
That's right, because anything that's mechanical can and will fail.
Just when you need it.
When you need it.
Just when you need it.
These hand tools use the strongest part of our firefighters' skills, and that's their brain.
Their brain, and some of them might take a little bit more brute force, because obviously we don't have the advantage of those tools, but it can be done.
These men and women aren't just training to be firefighters. They're learning to work together. They must be able to work as a team.
Proper technique, teamwork is important in handling a hose line. If it gets away from them, it could be a dangerous situation and someone could get hurt.
After all the training and all the workouts, the physical part comes down to this final exam.
It's called the CPAT, and it's a candidate physical ability test. And it's a state requirement. It's a nationally certified test that's been passed throughout the country, and New York State adopted it, and every firefighter must pass this test.
To be a firefighter.
Correct.
This 14-week training program preps cadets above and beyond what they need to assure that they are prepared for any situation.
The training program is for the CPAT, but also hopefully to teach them the skills when they go back to their departments, that they keep up their physical fitness level.
That's wonderful. Now, there's certain things that they aren't supposed to go through until the actual day of the exam, such as the tunnel.
Correct. The state doesn't want us, so they get familiar with the tunnel, so we just simulate another station to simulate that.
Let's go inside. Let's see what this is all about.
Okay.
Okay.
The final exam must be completed in under 10 minutes and 20 seconds. It all starts by climbing stairs for 3 minutes with a vest that weighs 50 pounds and 2 sacks of weight, 20 pounds each, one on each shoulder. From stairs to pulling hoses to carrying tools, these cadets are working.
Hard work.
Very hard work. We're lifting ladders, pounding sledgehammers, crawling through tunnels, but probably the most challenging part is Joe, trying to drag this 160-some pound dummy after everything else can really be a bear.
Hold it. I'm feeling for a pulse, because if there isn't one, okay, he's got one.
Okay, Joe's good. Now we move on to the final part of the test.
3 up, 5 down, 4 times.
The building's burning and I'm standing here catching my breath. This is not good. I need to come to your 14-week camp.
You're not going to make 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, I think we all know that. Gentlemen, and any ladies that train, congratulations on what you do and how you prepare yourself to take care of your communities and every other individual that needs your help in a multitude of ways. Keep up the good work, and thank you for sharing some insight to what these firemen go through.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Don't miss our next show where we get to show you a glimpse of these cadets graduating.
Coming up on Safety and Awareness Today.
You're bodybuilding, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. And you're going to be doing your first competition?
First show, yeah.
First show.
Colleen, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, we're back again.
Back again, I like it, and doing more fitness. And you are a fitness professional, so this is something you really have a lot of insight. And the area we're talking about today is a tough one. It's the oblique muscles, the inner outer oblique muscles.
The waist.
The waistline. And everybody wants that, especially the females. They want to tighten their waist, they want it smaller, they want to isolate that area and fix it.
Right.
Right, which you can't do. You have to work the whole body.
Unfortunately, you cannot spot train.
You can't spot
It's a
train.
combination of food intake, proper exercise, and rest.
Right, and the twisting that you see people do all the time to get their obliques tighter and smaller. The fact is, oblique is a muscle. You can build it up and you can get it bigger than you want it, so your waist won't ever get smaller because the muscle's big.
I think if they do 100 crunches, it's going to make their waist
It's going to make their waist smaller. Now this one does what?
It not only works the obliques, but it works the upper body, but it helps elongate that muscle.
Okay.
It's called a side plank.
Side plank.
Yes. Okay. And there's a couple different ways to do it. We're going to start off with keeping the legs in like an X position here.
Okay.
Take the elbow, place it under your shoulder.
Okay.
Put your other palm in front of your hip right here.
Got it.
And you're going to lift and lower. Shorten and lengthen that muscle group. And think about that as you lift and lower. You want to keep your shoulders in line. You don't want to be leaned forward.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, it originates more of a Pilates move.
Oh, really?
Even holding like this, can you feel that? And you're also feeling your upper body working.
I'm dying right now.
Let's pick your weight up.
pick that up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the purple one. This is 55 pounds. I want everybody to know that.
Feel the muscle warming up right through here? Can you
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now do an upper body with it. Okay. Nice and slow. Feel that. Now be careful you don't go back too far.
I can feel that. This is a little work happening here. Okay, my goodness. Now, if we go to a bench, to an angle bench, we can do a twist in there, too, or actually an oblique exercise.
Like a rotation. Yes.
Well, let's go over to one right now. Let's do that.
I'll show you another one of my
All right. Obliques again. On this, how?
Well, there's a couple different ways. Again, I'll show you some of my favorite ones. One of them is, set my weight down for now.
Yep.
Okay. The bench is on an incline. Gonna roll back down nice and slow. Okay. You can come up. Turn. Back down again, nice and controlled.
Okay.
Turn. And back down.
So. Okay, I'm here.
Let's start with crossing the hands across the chest.
Yep.
Come up nice and slow. Okay, nice and tall with the back. Now, extend your arms out, rotate towards me. Yep. Hold. Back to the center, now back down again.
You can bury me now.
Come on, back up. Rotate.
Okay.
Nice and slow. And you can take the bench at different levels. This is increased at the most right now, but
all right.
Up a little bit more if you'd
See
like.
one other. We got time for one more.
Make sure it's locked in. grab my weight, make it a little bit more intense with the weight, okay? Come down, up, side, center, side, center. Back down again.
Okay.
Now you're working, again, the whole total core. Obliques are definitely firing with these. Side.
Excellent.
Center, side.
Excellent.
Now your
All
turn.
right. Oh, my turn.
There you go.
Oh, I get the big purple one again. Hold on now. I'm up,
Nice and slow. Yep.
out.
Up, side, center, side. Hesitate just a second in the center.
Okay.
You want to be swinging with it, okay? You want to control. You want to feel those muscles working. Up. Very good. Can you feel them firing?
Yes, and I know I should have put my bench up a little bit. Colleen, that's excellent. Those are very effective exercises, and they will work the obliques. Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coming up on Safety and Awareness Today.
You're bodybuilding, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are, and you're going to be doing your first competition?
First show, yeah.
First show.
This is Colleen Legace, and she is currently training for her first bodybuilding competition.
Colleen, you lift some mighty heavy weights there. What are those, 40-pounders?
Yes, they are.
They are 40-pounders. Now, what were you working there?
That was an exercise for chest. I was doing some flat bench presses for chest.
Okay, all right. And you take them really nice and easy. You bring the elbows down parallel with the body. You got nice form on there.
It's always important to have good form.
Very much so. Now, you're bodybuilding, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. And you're going to be doing your first competition?
First show, yeah.
First show. First show. Now, how long have you been preparing for this?
It feels like forever.
Forever?
I've been dieting for like 12 weeks, about 12 weeks now.
Okay, really hardcore dieting.
Yeah.
What are you eating a day now?
This week, the show's on Saturday, so the diet's a little bit different. I'm able to eat a little bit more. Okay. For a few weeks now, it's been extremely low carb, high protein.
And a lot of water.
A lot of water.
A lot of water. How old are you?
I am 34.
Oh my heavens. My God, you don't even look a day past 20.
I'm 34.
Oh, geez. And you have a family?
I do.
All right. So you have a husband and two children? Two
yep.
children.
My daughter's 13, my son is 4.
So this is something you've wanted to do for a long time.
About 10 years now.
All right. Well, and in fact, you're proving that it's never too late. If you have goals that you want to try, then the object is to make the time and put the effort in and do it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent. Now, your trainer is?
I've been seeing Matt Vasco for about 1.5 years now.
Now, your routine, what's the music? How'd you come by the music?
It's Metallica.
Oh,
and
geez.
It's like an old favorite from high school. I grew up on that kind of music. So,
okay, so you
that
feel
was
at
just
home.
like a natural choice for me, I guess.
Okay, so it works good. And in your routine, is there anything in specific regarding your routine that you're trying to emphasize? You feel your strengths in your body shaping?
You know what? I don't know. I'm trying to present a strong package all the way around. This is my first show, and I'm learning how to pose for the first time. I'm learning how to put the routine together for the first time. Okay. So everything's brand new to me, so I'm just trying my best to
get through.
Make it all come together. Yeah.
I've seen you train, I've seen you work out, and the routine is really impressive. It really demonstrates a lot of your strengths that I think you have, and what you have put into this is now all packaged together so somebody can see it. Really very impressive routine, and the music fits.
Thank you.
And the music fits. So we wish you the best on your first competition and in all of the training that you do regarding body sculpturing and, you know, shaping your health for the future. And we're encouraging people out there that you can do this too. Even if you don't want to compete, you can still change your body. You can change your shape. You can have a difference on how you feel and how you look. Wonderful. Thanks for spending time with us on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, pleasure.
On November 3rd, Colleen took part in her first OCB sanctioned show and placed first in the Women's Novice and Women's Open division. Our congratulations goes out to Colleen for meeting her goals.
The Safety and Awareness Today show is in its second full year. We have covered a lot of jobs, a lot of activities, and a lot of sports. Thanks to you. You have suggested many of them through letters and talking with us. Now we have a new way for you to contact us. If you have a job or an activity or a sport that involves safety for you and safety standards maybe for the community when you participate, we want to know about it. We want to cover it. So write us at safetyandawareness@cnyhomepage.com.